Of the Royal College of Midwives. Hello. And joining us from Worcester via Skype is Inez Brown, a partner at the Medical Accident Group solicitors firm. Thank you both very much for talking to us. Cathy Warwick, to you first. Do you think this is a good idea?
I think it's an excellent idea. NICE are picking up on some very good research that we've had around for some time now. And for NICE to make this advice in their guidance, the implication of that is that services will need to be provided around the country to allow women to plan to give their birth to their babies at home.
Inez Brown, what do you make of this shift in policy from NICE? Good idea?
I'm not sure if it's a good idea because currently 94% of mothers have their babies, they give birth in hospitals, and they do that because they feel that they need to be in a safe environment so that if anything goes wrong, they have the doctors on hand to help out in an emergency situation. And also, you can't really say that most births are low risk because a number of women have uneventful pregnancies, and it's not until they're in labour that they realise that there are complications and they then need to be rushed into theatre.
Yeah, Cathy Warwick, let's put that point to you. When things go wrong, they tend to require action pretty quickly, don't they? If you're at home, that's not possible, is it?
Well, what the research shows us is that even when women have to transfer into hospital because there is a problem, the outcomes for their babies are as good as if women plan to give birth in hospital. It's very important to stress that this is for women who do have low rates of complications in their pregnancy.
But also that this is women who are having a second or a third or subsequent child.
Absolutely. The other thing that's very important is that the midwives who are providing home birth services need to be properly trained. They need to be competent to detect problems early and to ensure if real problems do emerge that women get the care they need. We also need very good systems to ensure women are transferred efficiently and effectively to hospital, and we need to make sure that when they arrive at hospital they get high quality consultant level support.
Doesn't that mean more resources then and more money, which the NHS doesn't have?
What the research shows is that for women who are low risk, giving birth to your baby either at home or in a midwifery-led unit is actually a cheaper way of providing care than in a hospital.
Well, let me put that to Inez Brown, because we are looking at a time when we have a record birth rate, when NHS budgets are being stretched. Some would say, actually, is this all about costs and not necessarily about the safety for mothers and babies?
I really do have to wonder whether that is the case. And currently I work for represent a number of clients who they had an uneventful pregnancy. It may be their second or third child, and they've gone into hospital and ended up having complications and needed to be rushed into theatre. So I'm wondering whether it is a cash-saving exercise. Really, if the midwives are trained properly, that's a good thing. But you'd also need to have a consultant on site, I think, to assist with any complications. I think it's really good to hear that a number of women who have had given birth at home, there's not been many complications and that they've been transferred to hospital safely. But again, I represent a number of clients where that's not the case. And had they been in hospital, they would have got the help that they needed quite quickly.
OK, Inez Brown, Cathy Warwick, thanks very much indeed for talking to us.